How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Minecraft fossils and archaeology video. So today my plan is to work on the Paleozoic section. You know, the section with the Arthropleura, the Tiktaalics, how you doing? And etc. The Meganera. Right here. This is the plan. We're going to make this look like an enclosure by the end of the video. Specifically, a Dimetrodon enclosure because, Dimetrodon is just a creature that we have to have at some point. I'd say it's very important. We also might try to figure out what exactly we're going to do with the Edaphosaurus. As I've mentioned in the past, I plan on putting the Edaphosaurus with the rest of the Paleozoic creatures so that there's a little bit more consistency with the layout of the park. And while we're doing that, we'll also kind of like redo its enclosure. That way, it's not a deserty enclosure anymore. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I just got done with some mining, so I will go ahead and smelt what I found, and then we will start on the Dimetrodon enclosure. First, we'll grab a Dimetrodon. We'll just keep it at one for now. We won't overdo it. And then we'll get some biogoo in there, and then we'll do that. Let's go and grab the fossils that I found and start smelting them. Some of the things that I did, I enchanted this pickaxe. It got efficiency 4 and paleontology 3, which is interesting. So that's what I used when I went mining. And it seems like you get like a little bit more fossils when you use it and stuff like that. At least I assume. That's my main assumption. I don't quite know yet. Now let's get this stuff analyzed, not smelted, because I think I said smelted earlier. And let's go. Let's go and start working on that Dimetrodon exhibit. Some things that I need, of course, probably some bone meal just to get some vegetation in there, make it look all nice and pretty. Dirt, of course. That's the main thing. We'll get some dirt. And then I guess we can like build a rock for it to lie on. That might be kind of cool. Check on this real quick, even though it's been like 2 seconds. Nautilus DNA. Of course, we don't quite need something like that. But yeah, this Paleozoic section, it's been long overdue. I've been wanting to like make it more complete for the longest time now, so I was more than anxious to finally get this started. I also dug another tunnel because I think that we could put more Paleozoic creatures over here. I don't know which ones yet specifically, but I'm sure there's quite a few options. Isn't that right, bud? Let's get this show on the road. I really don't think there's too much that I could do to make this enclosure too crazy. So we'll keep it fairly simple. As long as you can see a Dimetrodon, that's all I care about. Okay, cool. And the first thing that comes to mind is a sort of Dimetrodon cave. What we could do is we can like build right here, build right, then we'll do it right here as like the separate walls, and we'll build on the inside a little bit. Make this side a little bit longer, like that. And then that'll be the cave entrance. Gonna make it a little bit more like a dome. There we go. It has a little bit of a den. Get some light in here. So that's like a place for it to hide, like from the watchful eye of the public, which is always something that I try to prioritize because it just makes sense. I know oftentimes in real life zoos, that's something that is prioritized. A lot of animals don't like to be watched all the time. Like they like to have a place to escape. Oh, I can't place bone meal on here, huh? Shoot. Okay, I should have alternatives to that. At the very least, I have ferns, which should be actually a pretty decent alternative. Place those down. There we go, like that. Is there anything else I can use? I mean, grass obviously did not evolve yet, but it still gives it a nice look. It makes it feel a little bit more lush, which is ultimately like a pretty good goal to have. Kind of like that, I guess. And then obviously we'll put glass here. It's actually really not too bad. I don't really hate this. It could probably stand to have like a log or something. Do I have any logs on me? I don't. Oh, I do. I do. I have fir logs, so we could just put in a log to sort of dress it up a little bit. I actually will use a palm log. That might give it a nice sort of Permian look, kind of like that. Yeah, it's got places to hide. It's got. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks pretty nice. Just light things up a little bit more in here. Do that. And do that. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind it. And then the door will just be literally directly across from the Meganera door. I have a little bit of consistency here. I should have a door on me, right? I almost always have a door on me. I don't have a door on me. I can build one though. Oh, and the Dimetrodon's done. Perfect, man. We are efficient today. And how's this looking? Oh, we got things. There's Dinosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Velociraptor, Arthropleura, and another Dimetrodon. You can never go wrong with more Dimetrodon DNA. Okay, well, we'll leave those in there for now because I'm kind of running low on space. Let's go and oh shoot, I need to smelt some glass first. All right, and then we'll keep this consistent too. Build this into it like so. Oh shoot. Looks like I did this a little bit incorrectly. That's fine though. It's not really the end of the world. And this will just be a full thing like that. Okay, and then to keep this all consistent, of course, I'll just do this across the bottom. Now, my main thought right now is that I think the Adaphosaurus would look pretty good right here, like directly across from the Dimetrodon, considering the fact that they're both synapsids, sailed back synapsids at that. They're both very similar in a few different ways. They also did exist at the same time and place, at least for a little bit. So it certainly does make sense to have them at the very least in close proximity with one another. So I think that's a good goal to have. All right. Yeah, I don't really hate how this enclosure turned out. There's probably some more things I could do in terms of like decorating it, but I kind of dig how this looks. Although maybe I could do a little bit more with the tree. Where is my other backpack? There it is. I probably dropped the palm trees back at the thing. Son of a gun. Okay, we'll get them. We'll get them. We're making progress. Why on earth would I put them in here? How's this doing? Glass. Okay, that should be a fair amount of glass. That gives us 46 connecting glass. That might be enough? Question mark? I'm not too sure actually. Let's find out. And then I'll put one like right here. It's like it could be support, right? But it's meant to look like a tree. I think that's kind of fun. And then let's see. I probably don't have enough. And by probably I mean well, yeah, most likely. I most likely don't have enough. I was wrong. I was incredibly wrong. I'm very bad at like judging things. But that looks pretty good. Yeah. No, I like the way that this looks. It's a nice open area. You can look inside and see a beautiful Dimetrodon just sort of existing. Let's actually spawn in that beautiful Dimetrodon. Um, in its egg, might I add. Yeah, did you guys hear about the new paper of the Lystrosaurus egg that was found? That was some pretty big news because we actually, up until that point, we had never found a non-mammalian synapsid egg. A non-mammalian synapsid it's like an animal that, of course, it's a synapsid. It belongs to the group known as Synapsida, but it's not quite a mammal. Rather, it's just it's sort of like a precursor to mammals. Dimetrodon is a non-mammalian synapsid. And we have never found things like Dimetrodon eggs. So there was some question on whether or not non-mammalian synapsids would lay eggs or if they were possibly able to, give live birth or something like that. The Lystrosaurus egg showed us that at the very least some of them did. So that means there's a good chance that other ones, like Dimetrodon, for example, would lay eggs too. And obviously, it's something we always suspected. It's always been very likely that animals like Dimetrodon would lay eggs instead of like give live birth, but we didn't have the evidence yet. So that was a huge discovery in the fact that we can confidently say that at the very least some mammalian synapsids would lay eggs. And it's there, like I'd say, there's a very good chance that Dimetrodon could too. I'm sure that practically extends to most, if not all, non-mammalian synapsids. And yeah, that's another thing. Dimetrodon is often confused for a dinosaur. A lot of folks think that it is a dinosaur. The truth is, Dimetrodon lived like millions of years before the first dinosaur ever existed, ever even showed up, ever even evolved. So Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. It is, again, as I mentioned before, it is a synapsid, which means that it shares far closer relation with mammals than it does with reptiles. It's your fun fact of the day. And now it is about to hatch. Also, another little fun thing: the Lystrosaurus egg that was found actually seems to be a soft-shelled egg, which might explain why we haven't found any eggs from these guys yet because if they're soft shelled, then it's harder for them to preserve. Isn't that right, little fella? Oh, that is so cute. Look at that little guy. I really like how the sail is reduced. Obviously, it probably was when they were first born or hatched rather, because, it's got to fit in the egg somehow. So it just looks really nice. I really like it. I can't wait to see it all fully grown. That is going to be a fantastic addition to the park. All right, so we have a female here. Hunger, order stick, untamed, of course, diurnal. Nice, nice, nice. That is so exciting. And it looks really good in this exhibit too. We'll see what it looks like from out here. Hello there. Oh, that is so cool. I'm so happy about that. Again, I think we'll probably try to put the Edaphosaurus in here. So I guess I should probably start planning that out. I don't know if we're gonna do it quite yet in this episode, but we can get the ball rolling. So we'll do something like that, and then the exhibit would be on this side. I'm just hoping I can lead the Edaphosaurus. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna get it in here. Right, like that. Okay. It would just be some really nice consistency if you're in this portion of the exhibit and you see these animals that, they existed together, and they're very similar. You can also, like, compare the differences between them. I mean, for one, Edaphosaurus was herbivorous, while, Dimetrodon was carnivorous. Where are you? Where'd she go? Where is she? Oh, there she is. She's in her den, already using it. That's what I like to see. And this time around, I think we'll probably make the Edaphosaurus's enclosure just a little bit more accurate. I think I've decided I'm going to start trying to incorporate a lot more of my science communication side of my life into this series, which is why I just went on a huge ramble about, these guys and laying eggs, because I'd like for people to learn a little bit more. So I think I want to like make things a bit more accurate. I don't think I'm going to be able to make things perfect, obviously, because I'm not that good at building in Minecraft and I don't have a lot of time to go and get the proper materials. But, instead of doing references like I did with the Edaphosaurus exhibits, I think I'll just try to make it a little bit more accurate, at the very least. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be crazy. At the very least, I want to provide more facts when I'm talking about these animals. Which I think I do that anyway. I'm that kind of nerd, but it's still I could probably choose to emphasize it a little bit more. Yeah, you know what? We could probably get this done today. With this, efficiency 4 pickaxe, it's really not taking too long to clear this out. So I think we could probably just, we can knock it out in an afternoon. And this is already more room than our Edaphosaurus already has or currently has. So that's good. We can expand it like a couple more, and then I think we'll go and try to figure out how to get him. Well, actually, we gotta make this look like an enclosure first. Then we'll go and get him. Actually, one thing that I thought that I might do here is fill in with a bunch of moss blocks to sort of give it like a, differentiating textures mixed in with the dirt. I don't know how it's gonna look really, and we'll see. We'll see. This is just me experimenting. Isn't that one of the main goals of Minecraft? To experiment, be creative. Okay, then we'll also give this one like a large log. But give it I'd like to give it one that it can actually like lie on. So it's like a log that or like a tree that's been cut down. Could jump up here and just kind of hang out. I guess it's probably too short for it, so I guess we'll just raise this by 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. There we go. Now it definitely has enough space to stand up there on the log. Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay. All right. And then again, this needs to be dressed up a little bit more. We'll give it a hill. I'd like it to like have a lot of foliage because of the fact that Edaphosaurus is an herbivore. So I think that it would, really quite like it. Okay, I'll leave that open. Let's go and grab a lead. Hopefully I can lead it. If not, I might have to try to tame it and then ask it to follow me. Okay, I have one lead. And I might actually put like Velociraptor in here or something. I think that this is like a pretty good spot for a Velociraptor. I cannot lead. Well, it could be because it's nighttime. I mean, that's probably not the reason, but you never know, Can I lead you? I cannot lead you. Okay, so I think I need to tame you. How do I tame you? Untamed, right? How do I tame? I forget. Order item stick. So can I do I need a whip to tame, right? 2 sticks and some string. I can do that. Okay, I tamed you. Stay, follow. Follow me, Adaphosaurus. Does it teleport? Oh, I guess so. Follow me, Adaphosaurus. Come on in, Adaphosaurus. There, wander. You can just walk around. Actually, stay real quick. You can just walk around freely in your enclosure. And whoop, oh, that's the wrong thing. Wander. Okay. You have free reign to that exhibit. Oh, that looks way better than its cramped space that it had beforehand. And right across from the Dimetrodon is really, really cool. We'll probably put more Dimetrodons in here in the future, which means that I can always expand the enclosure. But that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. You know, I don't have the most time to make huge enclosures, unfortunately. So it's really not too bad. The Meganera are all doing something. They are doing something. All right, sweet. So, and I hear something has a backpack somewhere. What is it? It's playing that really creepy Minecraft tape. Cave or something. It's like that one Minecraft tape where like somebody's running from something. What did I just hear? What am I hearing? Why do I feel like I'm hearing negative things? What? Oh, give me a break. Pillagers. My favorite. Look, guys, I don't even have anything for you to... No villagers left. There's freaking nothing that... Oh, you have it. Ow. Ah! I just electrocute. I mean, I just brought and not... Wow. How did I do that? So I guess it can still do that. I didn't know that. I just brought in lightning because of the ancient sword. This exhibit needs to be expanded too. And I could probably put some water in there as well. So I should do that sometime. How you doing, dude? There's like 1,000,006 Smilodons now. That's okay, I guess. We'll figure something out with that. You need a larger exhibit. But we're doing good. Things are doing good. Things are looking pretty decent. I have a new backpack that I got, which is really cool. All of the animals look to be doing pretty good. Again, we'll probably just put Velociraptor in here. In fact, I don't see why we can't put one in right now. I'm just gonna get rid of this tree because I think it looks stupid. Ah, jeez, what the? Why are you chasing me, dude? Now you die. Okay. So my thing doesn't count as a village anymore, so that really shouldn't apply. I don't think. As long as I don't go in any other village, it should be okay. All right. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and hatch a Velociraptor today, which is, pretty exciting stuff. Oh, did I not have Velociraptor beforehand? I thought I already I thought I already had Velociraptor, which is why I didn't really get too excited when I saw this. When I saw that I got this, because I thought that we already had some. Oh. Well, shoot. Perfect timing, I guess. Yeah, because I have quite a few Deinonychus. But as we know, Deinonychus is not a species of Velociraptor. Yeah, wow. We just barely got Velociraptor today. Perfect. Again, perfect timing. I guess we'll just, we'll hatch that, and then, oh man, I meant to grab some sand. Stupid. Get some flipping sand. And there are so many terrapins all over the place. It's just diabolical. Yeah, Velociraptor makes a little bit more sense because we got Protoceratops in here and then Velociraptor over there. Obviously, these two existed in the same time and place, so there's some logic behind it. And I'll just keep it small for now. It really doesn't need to be huge. It's going to be a little guy. I'll give it something that it can like basically climb. I'm not too sure if they can climb in the add-on or in the mod. I know that the Deinonychus can. I'm not too sure if the Velociraptor can. They both belong to the same family, so it's certainly possible. Oh, look at that. Look at that giraffe stork flying around. So cool. Okay, Velociraptor has been made. Let's go and let's get a Velociraptor. All right. Look at the size of that egg. It's so small because Velociraptor was pretty small. I mean, it was just a bit larger than a modern day turkey. Um, Still a very, very cool animal, a very fascinating animal, that's for sure. And there it is, Velociraptor. I really adore this little model. I love the way that the feathers look, and of course, like the skull shape seems to be pretty much correct and everything. Obviously, it's a bit more blocky because Minecraft and whatnot, but still. All right, that is an exciting addition to the park. Overall, that I would say that that was a very successful episode. We accomplished a little bit more than I thought we would beforehand. Nice. So sweet. More work on the Paleozoic section, which is always awesome. We got a Velociraptor. The Dilophosaurus has finally been moved. I've been talking about doing that for a long time, but it just took me a while to finally get to it. But this little section's looking pretty cool. I'm liking how things are turning out. Are you guys stuck there? Hopefully you're not stuck there. I'll have to fix that at some point. Dimetrodon's sleeping. I assume yeah, Dilophosaurus is sleeping. Look at that sail just poking up. That's so fun. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and have an awesome day.